Welcome back to Mascot Media Video YouTube channel. My name is Gilbert Angonye. My job is to make the web development simple and easy for you in this generation of IT so you can start and finish building your web project. If you value this video, enable to give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It goes a long way to growing our channel and to make sure that you never miss out of any new updates. Having gone through link, let's go over to list. So we open the file and call it list 01 home or whatever HTML. That's our file. We have our page, so we'll call it list. Then we have our list, our head to our list. Okay, now let's look at list. We use list to itemize things. Anywhere in the web where you see that things are being itemized, either 1, 2, 3, or given line by line, we can use list to take care of that one. And in our study today, we're going to see 4 different types of lists. I would like to mention them. Let me list them, but I'm not going to list them. So, because I assume unordered list, ordered list, another list, ordered list, description list, nested list. These are the 4 types of lists we are going to see. I don't like, and it's improper to write something on a page like this. I decided to do that because I've not taught you list. If I do this like this, it's going to give us with our break tag. With our break tag, they will appear to be like they were in a list. We save this and go to our live server. I didn't save it. The moment you go to live server, you see it. Looking at this on a browser, it looks like they were listed, but they are one page. I only use the break tag to give them in lines. Now let's go to list. I told you we have 4 types of lists. This first one, which is called unordered list, they are not ordered, but they are ordered. What we mean by not being ordered is that they don't have 1, 2, 3 and all the rest of them. Why this ordered? They all have 1, 2, 3. Whatever you are seeing on the browser now is a good example of an ordered list. I mean on the browser, not inside here. Already you are seeing inside, so what we have here is not what we have there. Ordinarily, someone looking at this on the browser will say it is an ordered list. But you, as a developer, you need it was not a list. You just use break tag to break them. So let's see what we can see in an ordered list. It has an element, UL. Then we have LI, which is our list. So we are seeing these programming languages, Python, PHP, another list, which is a Python, another list, which is Java. I have to stop there. When I save, you can see something with their bullet points over there. Now, but I can change these bullet points. This is what we call another list. Let me arrange this thing in a better way. This is what we call another list. I've used this another list. On ordered list, we have the 3 items here. We itemize them. If you watch, they look like this very one, but they are not the same. Look at it here. They look like this, but they're not the same. Here, you can see them in you can see them on the page here, and they are VS codes and a text editor. These 2 are not the same. Look at them here. They are not the same. Okay. Now, let me put some style. These styles I'm putting here now, they are for CSS, not HTML. So let's give it a style. Then list style type is there. We click that. There are different types. Take this. I want you to watch what is going to happen. Let me copy them out. This one without any style. This one with a style. We'll save. They are the same. So the default is in the form of this. So let me change this one to square. The style there is square. I hope you can see it from my browser. You can see the difference between this one and this one. This one is a square. This one is a square, while the other one is circle. Okay, we take up another one. Can remove that break there. We take up another one. The list type is a circle. Let's see what circle will give us. Wow. Initially, I was thinking that a circle will give us a block circle, but we'll have an open circle. You can see this one is circle, block circle. This one is square. While this one is what? A circle. That's what they call it. Then let's see a next one. Who knows? That one is none. We don't want anyone. None. The list type, the type is none. Let's see what we'll get. See what we have at the browser. We have none. We have something. And whatsoever we have is none. This is circle. This is none. None, circle, square. Now this is the default. This is the default. Okay, we have this. Okay, we did not put the dicks again. Let's put the dicks. Sorry for that. Let's put the dicks. And like I said, please, these are CSS, not HTML. We are stealing it from CSS. We'll still come across it. When we get there, I don't think we'll have much to do. Then we'll disappear. If you check the default and the dicks, they are the same. This is the default and this is the dicks. That is said that dicks is the default. When you don't put anyone, the browser will just give you that. But what you don't want it to be, you just put the type to be none. I think that is all I can give to you on unordered list. The next list we'll get into will be ordered list. I would like to be taking them page by page. Okay, so that it will be easier for me to put it in the link in the channel if I want to put it, or if you demand it. If there's a demand for it, I'll put it. There's no demands, I don't think I'll put it because there's not much. This is HTML. It's when we'll get down to maybe CSS, joining it with HTML, or go to PHP, then we'll start looking for, we'll start requesting for source code. Okay, or when we start building project, then we'll start requesting for source code. But for these ones, I don't think there's much. So, but I need to arrange my files. All right, it's a list. That's 2. Now we'll have a name. Now we'll have a name ordered. Is that correct? Even if it is not HTML. We'll have our page. We'll have ordered list. Our heading, ordered list. We open it in a live server, so it will be easier for us to be going through. Okay, I don't think I have any much explanation to make, just like having my ordered list, our OR. Oh, sorry, our ordered list. Okay, we have our ordered list, please, not OR. We have our ordered list. They will have lists inside. They have the same thing. They will have our PHP, the programming languages we are considering. They will have our Python, have our Java. Then we save. You can see that the default here, you can see the difference between this one and the other one. This one started giving us in ordered form 1, 2, 3, without any style. Without any style, it's giving us 1, 2, 3. We don't need a styling. This is an ordered list. So without waste of time, we'll go straight again. We'll pull down this. But I need to go into something now. And that thing is, I need to put some CSS, please, to help it. In CSS, with VS Code, you see what happened. I type. Inside that, in the value of that attribute, type is an attribute, of course, I believe you know that one. Type is an attribute. Inside the type attribute, that's the property attribute, there are things that are supposed to be inside the property value. And that is 1, that's 1, 2, 3. That is A, the capital. That is the uppercase. That is, the next one is the lowercase. Then you have the Roman, uppercase Roman. Then you have the lowercase Roman. Hope you got the 5 of them. I'm not going to use them. I only use 1. Okay, 1 is the default. I'm not going to use 1. Let me use A, uppercase. We save. You can see what is going on there. Okay. Let me add this so that it will increase. That's what I want to show you now. I save. Keep on going. What if I want to start from somewhere? Start is a property attribute. The type is 1. I want to start from 3. Type is 1. Type is 1. You want to 3. I want you to start from 3. The number started from 3. If you want you to start from 6, it starts from 6. What if you want you to start from 16? The first one there will be 16. You start from 16 to the end. That's what start attribute does. The type attribute tells you the type you're supposed to use. In the type, we'll have 1, A, the letters, uppercase, lowercase, the Roman, uppercase, lowercase. And that is it. Hope we are through with that. Okay? That one will take us to description list. I'm through with this one. Then we'll move to description list. Any other thing that you have been seeing in web page that is not here means it is a property of CSS. Anything you know that is been in HTML, that have been in a web page, and it's on that list that is not here, in other list and other list, probably that's a good property of a CSS. So, but I'm using the one that will help me do what I'm doing here. When we go to CSS, then we can check everything we're doing and see, and then make sure that we're finished everything. So let's see what we'll do here. Sorry for that. List description, I get that, .html. Now we'll go to list description. Say list description. Let's see what we can get in this. Let's say we have in our header 2, let's say programming languages, description list. Programming languages, we want to list out some programming languages and see what they can do for us. So we have our DL, that the description list. We came across these things in Element. Sure, we came across them in Element. So our DL, which is the description list. This description list is housing every single thing we are doing here. Meanwhile, let's go to the live server so that we'll see what we're doing. Okay, let me lower that to H3. Okay, that should be appropriate for now. Now we have this description list. Inside the description list, we'll have our DT. DT is a definition term. In our DT, the language we want to look at now is, remember what is programming language. So we are listing it as a definition term. We want to get the title of that. That is the definition of what we're doing. Let me put this a little. Okay, we'll have this here. So we'll have our description detail. Description detail, that's the DD. This is where we're going to list out anything we want to list out. You will later find out that there's not going to be LI here. There's not going to be LI here. So the description details is going to give us details of what we need. The DL is the element that's housing all of them. Then the DT, which is the definition term, is the kind of caption for what we want to list. We don't use LI here, we don't use list here, but we use description details. So let's give the details. So in the first DD, which is the description detail, we say, for example, give a framework for web, gives a framework for web pages. Another DD, instead of list, we're not using DD. A simple to learn program. I save. When I maximize this, you understand what is going on. We are trying to list something. So this is called description list. To start the next one, I have to use definition term. Definition term. We'll have DL, description list. We'll have definition term, and we'll have description details. These are the 3 Ds we use. So we have C++, and what's it all about? Inside a DT, inside a DD, DD now, not DT. Probably add style to web, because you know that these definitions are wrong. I have another DD, which is the form to fill. We are listing them. Another DT, inside it we say JavaScript. We have our DD, add function to web. The last DD, because of our time, we say not the right code. We save them. Now you can see the difference between this description list and the previous list we have seen. So that's just what we'll see in description list. The next we'll get into will be nested list. Nested list. I will join this nested list with this. I will join it with this. No, nested list. Don't like putting a space here. Nested list. Alright, let me give some space so that to give us chance in the browser. But to give us a chance. So nested list. We're going back to another list. You can nest other lists inside another. You can nest another. So you can put other inside another inside other. You can mix them up. You can mix them. So the process of putting this inside is what we call nested list. So inside here, I'll use the style. We use style. It's list style. List style type. Let me use circle. Circle. You need to keep these things in your memory. Very important. So we said list. And we said has programming languages, and mascot media videos. Let's look at how we're going to handle it here. List PHP. And inside PHP, other list. I'm nesting it inside. Inside other list, we're going to have list, loop. These are the topics we're going to have inside PHP. Then under that, we're going to have another list. I'm nesting it. So inside under loop, we're going to have a list, which is definition. Outside definition, we'll have another list, variable, and I'm through with that. Probably inside it, I may decide to nest it again. Function, we'll have index. Then this started here, ended here. This one started here and ended here. I hope you can see that. But this one ended here. I have not ended yet. I put another list. It is closed. Under here, this one started here and ended here. So we have only done one thing here, which is loop. Under loop, we have this, the whole of this. Sorry, I rearranged that. So under that, after loop, we're going to have a list, which is array. After that, after array, we're going to have multi-dimensional. Remember where we are now. I will explain this. You will definitely understand it, how it's going when we get to the page. So outside that, we'll have our Python. Then the next list, which is the third one, will be Java. Wow. Let me correct that. Let's look at what we did here. We decide to list out these things. Under this, we use a circle. Under this, another list. And there are things we saw under this another list. There are three of them: PHP, Python, and Java. Here. Then this PHP is happen to be the first one, which is X. Then down here, after the PHP, which is the first list, we had other lists. This other list started here. I hope you can see this. It started here and ended here. So it was after the thing ended that we have the second programming language, which is Python. Then the third one, which is Java. You can see it there. Java, not JV. Java, please. So if I will call this thing like this, I hope you understand it now. It will be better. It looks better now. Then under PHP, I was able to pull this. That's why we have this. Then the first one we saw in PHP happened to be loop. Then I put this on other list. Let me remove this so that I comment this, please, as normal way. So PHP, under PHP, we have loop, we have array, and we have a multi-dimensional. That's the way they are. Then if I'm to uncomment this again, we are back to that. PHP, Python, Java. Under PHP, we have a loop, array, and multi-dimensional. Then under loop, we have definition. Under loop, we have definition. That was on that list. We have variable. Then we have close. So there are three items under loop, which is definition, variable, and close. There are three things under PHP: loop, array, and multi-dimensional. Now, under loop, we have three. Then under variable now, we have function and index. So that is what we call nested list. We have to put this inside this, put this inside this, put this inside it. Depends on what you want to build. If you want to build a content of a book, that's where you see it. This inside this inside this. If there's Roman numeral, you use, they are there for you. Capital, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lower, anyone you want, they are there, and you do it. So that's what we can see here in our list. We saw 4 different types of lists. The first one happened to be the unordered list. In the unordered list, we discovered that we had a list, but they were not ordered. Then in this next one, which is ordered list, they were not ordered in the sense that they were not numbered. Please, apart from being numbered, I don't think there's any difference between this and the other one. There's no difference. They are the same, just that they don't have number. That's what they are saying. So there's no number here, and we also there's no number. This one had a number, and number can start somewhere. You don't want it to start from number 1, no problem. You can start somewhere and start numbering. Then we had the last two, which is a description list. In the description list, we're able to see the the whole thing that gave us in the decision list, we're able to see this. This is what we saw in the decision list. It's different from this. They will have the nested list. This nested list gave us this. I think that's what we're going to stop for today. That's what we're going to stop on that list. Just any other thing we're going to do on list, probably when we get to CSS or we are having a project. That's then, and we'll see more. All right, that's what we're going to stop for now. Take good care of yourself and make sure you practice. Having gone this far, thank you for following me. This is our channel, Mascot Media Video. By name, I am Gilbert Angonye, presenting this very thing to you. It's my pleasure to have you here, and I'm happy you have gone with us up to this level. If you value this tutorial very much, please enable to click that like button, share to friends, and don't forget to subscribe. These are things that will make our channel grow. Like I always say, this channel is new, but I tell you that whatsoever we're teaching here is not new. But we are trying to put it in a better place, the better position, so that you can easily understand what we are doing here. We are teachers, and we are teaching. We are presenting the best to you, using the best approach, an approach that will make it easier for you to follow in what we are doing. That's what we can solve for now. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.